Hi, I'm Dana, and we're doing another little burnout diaries vloggy type. It's not a vlog in the slightest. I mean, it's a video We're doing another burnout diaries video. This is the little series that I keep because I'm in a really bad burnout. Like, not the worst I've ever been in, to be fair, but I've been pushing it off and pushing it off and pushing it off, and I no longer have the ability to just pretend I'm not in burnout like I very much am. But life continues, and I still have to do things, and I just dissociate through it and try not to pay any attention, and that's how I deal with it. And that means that once I'm out of burnout, I don't remember like entire massive chunks of my fucking life. So in doing these videos, I'll remember what the fuck went on, and that's really nice for me. So for this one specifically, we're talking about still doing things while in burnout, and just doing things while autistic in general, to be fucking honest with you. Because this weekend was Liverpool Con, and I'd originally said no to doing anything for it because I was meant to be moving on the 14th and it was happening on the 15th and 16th. But then I wasn't moving anymore, so I messaged my friend and was like, yeah, I would like to come to Comic Con after all. So I did my usual of like volunteering with the setup and helping get things ready so that I get to attend the event. It absolutely fucked me up. It's one of those where I'm very much like, I don't know if I want to do that again, because the exhaustion and just the pure nothing left, no capability, nothing happening in my head. I don't know what's going on. I'm terrified. I'm like actively scared. Like, it's not like anxiety, like it's a genuine fear, and nothing's actually happening, you know? So the first 2 days at a setup, so I was there from like, I wasn't even there that long. I was there for like 12 till 4 on the first day and 12 till 3 on the second day. The second day, my like responsibility wasn't even doing setup. It wasn't even anything like physically extraneous. It was literally sitting in a room, taping pictures onto the back of a frame and then like setting it up so that there's a picture in the frame and it looks nice in a room on my own. And that's where we're going to start actually doing a proper video here, because that's the thing with like doing carnies, even though I'm volunteering and it's mostly so that I get to attend the event, I'm still like heavily accommodated to by the people that I work with, and it's still, there's so many times that it just doesn't actually make a difference, and I really wish it did because I really appreciate people accommodating to me. But like I said, I was sat alone in a room just doing this very simple easy thing with a show on my phone, like literally the most comfortable work experience like setup you could possibly fucking have. If I didn't have the lights on, it was just that little bit too dark to where I couldn't really properly see, so I was like straining and that was giving me a headache. If I put the lights on, they made a very faint buzzing sound that gave me a headache. So I was there for 3 hours and I was like, I'm going home, I cannot deal with this. I can hear it over my headphones. Like, my headphones are making no fucking difference to the fact that this noise is awful. But if I don't have the lights on, I'm having to strain my eyes and it's hurting my eyes and making me have a headache. So even though I'm being accommodated to in the way that like, that's the like advice that I would give in how to accommodate to me in that type of situation. You know, put me in a room on my fucking own. It should be perfect, and it's not, because the room's wrong, and that's not something any of us can accommodate to. That's not something any of us can change. That's the noise the lights make. That is the lighting in the room. Like, that's just the way it is, and I'm very grateful for the accommodation. It fucking sucks to be like, yeah, you tried really hard to make sure that I'd be comfortable, and I'm not. I'm just not. I need to go home. I've got a headache. I can't think. But that being said, obviously, accommodations are better than no accommodations, even though they don't always work out perfectly. And if it weren't that the people I work with like heavily fucking accommodate to me and try to understand and they put a lot of fucking effort into trying to make sure I'm as comfortable as I'm going to be, you know? And if they didn't, I definitely wouldn't have made it through the whole event and the setup days. I absolutely wouldn't have. And I did manage to, and I am proud of myself for that. But it's one of those things that's like, okay, but I've sacrificed like everything else in my life. You know, like a huge amount of my day-to-day life is just making sure my house is clean, making sure my cat's okay, making sure that like I'm existing as a person that's relatively like clean and capable of maintaining my house and making my little YouTube videos. And in having other things to do, even though, like I said, I was there for like 4 hours on the first day and 3 hours on the second, and like I was there for the entire fucking weekend in a way that absolutely wiped me. But that's also supposed to be the fun part, you know? So like, I am proud of myself for making it through the event. I'm incredibly fucking grateful of how much the people there tried to like just understand and fucking work with what I have going on and the way that I am as a person, which I'm sure is quite annoying at times, but they were lovely and they really like fucking catered to me. Like, I wouldn't have been able to get through the whole lot in the way that I did if it hadn't been for that. But like I say, my room's a fucking tip. All the clothes that I've worn are just strewn across the floor, and like some of them fucking, like every now and again I walk in and I'm like, I need these to be off me. So I've got a load of clothes downstairs. I've just got shit everywhere. I've only just this morning managed to do my dishes for the first time since Wednesday, so I finally have clear counters in my kitchen at least. There was a point on Saturday that I was about to leave the house and I was like, shit, no, I need to scoop Otis's litter. And then as I was scooping it, I was like, this is actually like a lot dirtier than it usually is. I don't remember when I last scooped my cat's fucking litter. And I don't normally do it every single morning as part of my routine, but my routine's been all changed around. And I like I said, it was only for 4 days, and that was on the Saturday. And I know that I did it on the Thursday because I tried really hard to keep my routine on that day, and then it fell apart as it went on. So it was 2 days max, but I felt so fucking awful. And like Otis has been a whole separate fucking issue because he now has bald patches. He already had some bald patches from allergies, and then they'd started to grow back because I changed all his fucking food and the washing powder that I use, and like I changed everything to try and make sure he wouldn't be having an allergic reaction that's making his fur fall out. And then because I just wasn't here for like 4 days, he's been stress washing and has 2 new bald patches that I can tell are from him overwashing because he's stressed because the routine changed and I'm not here. So I feel fucking awful about that. I'm like, I'm not caring for my cat properly. I didn't get to play with him as much as I would have liked over those days. Like I don't want to be like, I neglected him, because like, I still made sure he was fed at appropriate times. I did play with him when I could. I made sure to scoop his tray like at least more regular than a lot of people I've known have. But I feel like I neglected my cat for those 4 days. I don't feel like I did well enough for him, and he has experienced stress and bald patches and pain because I didn't do fucking well enough for him. And it's like I don't know how I'm supposed to be doing well enough for him when I'm struggling just to come home and eat, you know? Like, I was having like fucking strip washes in the sink because I couldn't find it in me to shower, but I also was like, I don't want to fucking reek to the people I'm around, you know, I don't want to just stink of fucking stale sweat to these people that are having to work with me. But also I'm strip washing in the fucking sink because the idea of hearing the sound of the shower and my entire body being wet made me feel physically sick. Speaking of, all 4 days, I would wake up in the morning, I would go downstairs to pee, and so this might be TMI, but while sat on the toilet, I was just throwing up bile into the sink every fucking morning. And it's one of those things where if I can get a cuppa and a smoke and go outside and have my little smoke before the sick comes, then I can normally like stave it off a bit and make it not happen. But it was just like, literally, I woke up and was like, oh, I'm gonna be sick every single morning. I can't fucking exist like that. Like, it eats up the first like 30-40 minutes of my morning, just sitting in the bathroom being sick and then trying to sip some water to make it go away and then throwing that up as well. Like, it's fucking horrendous. And I've brought that up to doctors 1,000,001 times and they're just like, oh, it's hard being anxious, isn't it? And also, on the Sunday, so last week, as you heard in a different video, I went and saw Adamant, and it was fucking sick. And I ended up going backstage and talking to the band with a friend that invited me, and it was incredible. And then I added the bassist on Facebook because he suggested that I should. I wasn't just like a freak about it, and I was like, fuck it, you know what? You don't get anything that you don't ask for a lot of the time in this life, so I am just gonna message him and be like, you're being really cheeky, but since Adamant's coming back to Liverpool soon and you're part of the band, could I maybe get put on the guest list? And he did, and we got sat in the fucking boxes. It was sick. It was so cool. So I really, that was my big thing of like, I have this plan of I go to con, I do the thing that I find really difficult and really rough and like don't really particularly want to do, but I get there and I fucking do it. And then I'm already in the place that I need to be to just walk up, have a little drink with my friend in the pub, and go to this gig that's going to be like fucking incredible, you know? And like, I've seen people shitting on it online. I've seen a lot of TikToks of people be like, Adamant in Liverpool, what a load of shite, you can't do anything anymore. Man's 71. Leave him the fuck alone. Like, if you're not going to go and enjoy it and just be like, yeah, Adamant, don't bother. Like, I get sometimes you go to things expecting something you're disappointed, but I also, like, I expected him to be an old man. Like, it's just, I don't know what people want sometimes. I loved it, I adored it. It was me getting to live my best little fucking 80s dream and wear the outfits that I've like, that's the thing as well with things like that, is I get to wear the things that I've thrifted, you know? I have all of these like 80s outfits that I don't have an appropriate place to wear, but an Adamant gig is definitely the most appropriate place to wear some weird shit I've bought from the 80s. So I got to wear things I really liked, and like, if I hadn't had that as like the shining beacon of like fun, good, nice, happy thing that doesn't make me anxious and doesn't make me like feel the absolute fear, I don't think I'd have shown up. I was so fucking tired. Like, I feel like a lot of other people, I feel like it's an autistic thing perhaps, or a chronic illness that I haven't figured out thing, I don't know. But when I'm tired, it's not just like, oh, I could have done with a bit more sleep. Like, I don't understand how people are like doing things while they're tired, because like I can't understand anything, I can't process anything. I will literally have my eyes starting to droop. I yawned multiple times while watching Adamant perform live. And it's not because I was bored, I was just so fucking tired. And it was so difficult to like just stay awake and try to be a person. And on the Sunday, I stayed up until like, I stayed up quite a while just watching stuff, because I was like, I was watching stuff in like a sleep daze. Like, I wasn't actually properly awake for it, but I just couldn't actually properly go to sleep either. So I was just like staring at my screen and not really taking anything in for quite a long time. And I've been falling asleep while watching things, and just while sat here like scrolling my phone, and then I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I'm awake and I don't know when I fell asleep, and it's fucking weird and I hate it. Like, I don't know how people are tired and don't just find themselves falling asleep at random. And I also like don't understand how people don't seem to get the bone deep tired. Like, I don't have to do that much physical exertion to be like, my body hurts. Keeping my body upright, standing, sitting, anything feels like so much effort for my body. Like, it's horrible. It's deeply horrible. I also, I feel so bad. For anyone that's new, I do Comic-Con like every year pretty much, because I am a nerd. I like going to Comic-Con, so I do my little setup days and I get to attend the event with a staff band, so I don't have to like wait in queues and shit. It's I don't know how autistic people are dealing with Comic-Con as like a normal attendant, to be honest with you. I would be having meltdowns, I would be having a horrible fucking time. And that's why I put myself through the horrible time to get to do the fun time in the way that I find easiest. It's cheating a little bit. It's accommodating to myself in a way that most people don't have available to them, I know, but I do, so I'm gonna take advantage of that. I was talking about something. There was a point prior to that and it's just gone now. What the fuck? Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, this happens when I'm around people as well, when I'm tired, when I'm trying to like recover from something, when things have been going on. I will literally be like mid-sentence and be like, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. And other times, things will be coming out my mouth and I'm just like, I'm not thinking about it, this is just spewing out. Like, I spent quite a while talking to Adam Ant's band about the fucking Eurovision song that was like, flying the flag for you. And I could hear myself speaking now. I was just like, I don't know why I'm saying this. I feel like I'm listening to someone else talk in this conversation, but it is in fact coming out of my fucking mouth. And they're nice enough to look invested and be like, replying, and it is a conversation, but I don't know what the fuck I am saying. Oh yeah, I do Comic-Con every year, and every year I get like 1 or 2 comments from people saying like, oh, I saw you at Comic-Con today, and I'm always like, oh, well, if I don't look like horrifically stressed or in the middle of something, please do say hello. And this is the first year that someone actually did, and that I hate talking about people, and I know they might be watching my videos, but they came over at the perfect time where like nothing was happening, I wasn't doing anything, you know, good time to approach someone. And still, just because I was tired and I was like having a whole fucking like life happen to me in the moment, like I was just I've had 4 days of just being overwhelmed and overstimulated and not being able to process shit. So this lovely person was telling me how they watch my videos and they like them, and I was just smiling and nodding and being like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm cringing at myself horribly, and I'm really sorry if you're that person. It was so nice of you to come over. I feel so flattered that someone like recognised me in public and was like, hi, I like your video. Like, it was really sweet of you and I really appreciate it. I'm cringing purely entirely at myself because I feel like I was just staring at you and then smiling and saying thank you a load, and I just was not processing what was happening whatsoever. It was like 30 minutes later I was like, oh my god, just my brain doesn't have the capability to keep up with what's happening to me in real time. It started when I began having to do things on the Thursday, and it has not ended yet, and it's Saturday. And that's alongside like, I filmed 2 fucking videos to try and get up on Sunday. And I just couldn't fucking do it. The first one was one that I did need to edit, and it's deleted now because I never have enough fucking storage. It's gone because I just couldn't bring it. Like, I didn't have the capability of like listening to myself speak and telling when I'm supposed to edit something out, or when like I just couldn't. I can't. Like, fuck knows how I'm doing this one because I can't process the idea of how I'm supposed to edit a video. So I then did a music one, which I was able to like cut the bits out where I cough, you know, it's a lot more like fucking obvious. And I, like, my computer like wouldn't let me fucking export it properly, and I had a whole thing, and I was just like, fuck it, I can't do it. Like, I can't do it. If I'm doing something in my normal actual life, I can't get a video up. And like, I know in the past, obviously, I've pre-filmed things, and for this exact reason, I didn't think I would be able to if I didn't pre-film stuff. And I just, with the way things went and not being prepared for this and thinking I was meant to be moving and just the way my life has fucking been, I wasn't prepared and I didn't get it sorted. So like, a Sunday video didn't go up, and I feel really fucking horrible about that because I've maintained my upload schedule so fucking well. And I know no one cares. Like, it's only me that cares, I know, but like, I care, you know? Like, I care about my fucking videos and my upload schedule and like doing it properly, and I couldn't fucking do it, and I hate that. And that's why, like, this isn't a fucking proper job. It's Comic-Con, and I still like, just in leaving my house every day for 4 days for a few hours to socialise and have to do things, I can't do anything else, you know? Like, I fucking wish my social services meeting was coming now and not when it did. Because this is what happens when I have to fucking do anything. My life falls apart. I can't upload to YouTube. I haven't posted any TikToks. There's just shit all over my fucking house. Everything's fucking dirty. Like, I have so much laundry to do. I haven't made my bed in days. There's just shit everywhere. I haven't tidied anything. I haven't cleaned anything. I had all of my dishes left from Thursday onwards. Like, everything's just a mess. Everything's a state, and it's the worst thing in the whole entire world. I can't live my life in a house that looks like this, but I also don't have the energy or motivation or just like fucking capability of anything to be able to actually clean it and sort it and do the things that I need to do to be remotely comfortable in my space and environment. My memory ran out, so we're finishing on webcam, and I have more of a double chin from this position, and we're just gonna have to live with it. But yeah, I just can't keep up with shit. I barely manage to keep up with just maintaining a normal level of like cleanliness living and posting fucking little videos to the internet, and anything beyond that I just can't do shit anymore. I don't know where to fucking look now that I'm doing this. But we are wrapping up here because my memory's run out and it's on webcam, and I've frankly said whatever the fuck it is I'm going to manage to say here, so I'm going now. As always, like and subscribe if you fancy it. You can also find me on TikTok or Instagram. Obviously, I haven't been fucking posting there. We'll be posting some pictures of Adam so soon, though. Oh, God, what? You can also find me over on Patreon or Ko-fi if you wanted to. It's up to you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, if you're having a lovely morning, evening, day, afternoon, week, month, year. And I will see you again, hopefully, in a couple of days.